This video will cover scaling up your Gravwell data fusion platform by building a cluster. We'll take a methodical and architectural approach to horizontal scalability. A default Gravwell installation places the web server and indexer on the same machine. This is efficient for small deployments. However, as ingest volume and storage requirements increase, you will hit hardware constraints. This is when it's time to separate these roles and build a cluster. The web server handles the interface and query management. The indexer is the database where files are held. Separating the indexer allows for horizontal scaling across multiple nodes. More indexers mean more storage and faster query execution. Let's begin with Section 1, the architecture. Clusters vary in complexity based on your needs. Options range from simple, with one web server and one separate indexer, to complex, with multiple web servers for high availability and many indexers. The gold standard is to start with a standard cluster approach, a single web server controlling multiple indexers. Avoid early complexity and scale the web server layer only when necessary. Next, we move to Section 2, the planning phase. In the planning phase, first verify that you have the necessary licensing for all indexer nodes. Secondly, prioritize storage performance. NVMe drives are recommended for significantly better performance in ingest and search compared to spinning disks. Cluster nodes require low-latency, high-speed network communication. Static IP addresses are recommended, and mapping host names simplifies configuration. Avoid congested public networks between nodes. Ensure that the essential firewall ports are open. This table outlines the required port numbers, functions, and directions for web server to indexer communication, UI access, and ingest data flow. When planning tags and wells, separate high-volume data like PCAP from critical, low-volume data like syslog. This ensures critical searches don't get bogged down by unrelated, high-volume data. To calculate age-out or retention, divide your total storage in terabytes by your daily ingest in terabytes per day. This gives you your retention in days. Now we proceed to Section 3, which is Phase 1, Web Server Installation. You have two installation methods for the web server. For the shell installer option, run the script with the "no indexer" flag. If using the Debian or package option, install the package, then use "system ctl" to disable the indexer service on the head node. Next, build the master configuration. Copy /opt/gravwell/etsy/gravwell.conf to a safe location. This file will be the template for your entire indexer fleet, defining the cluster's rules of engagement for data handling. Every indexer needs a unique ID. In your template config, delete the indexer UUID line entirely. This ensures that when Gravwell starts on a new node, it generates a fresh, unique ID. Duplicate UUIDs will break cluster logic. The next config changes relate to storage. Define your storage buckets, including a default well, and add as many as needed. For high availability, add the replication block to allow indexers to back each other up. We skip ahead to Section 6, which covers Phase 2, Indexer Installation. To provision the indexer fleet, copy your edited master config to /temp/indexer.conf on every indexer machine. Then, run the installer using the provided command, ensuring a consistent environment across the cluster. Finally, we reach Section 7, Phase 3, the handshake. This scene marks the conclusion of the installation phases. Section 8 covers administration. This scene focuses on administrative tasks after cluster deployment. The final scene concludes the video on building a Gravwell cluster.